All right. Say hello and let me know who's here. Hello, Pam. Glad you could make it. All right, we are going to get started. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Stamp with Shel. My name is Shel Anderson, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Tonight is my Tuesday night free online card class, and we are going to be making 5 cards tonight, and if you stick around to the end, there's going to be 2 more. And you're thinking, oh my heavens, I'm going to be here for hours. No, you're not. We're doing, I alluded in my post, frilly cards, and you're probably wondering what that's all about. So let's get started. I am using the Charming Sentiments bundle. This is a bundle that has the dies that cut out all the words. We're not going to be using those dies tonight, but we are using this greeting set as well as the Lasting Joy. So we're going to be using both of those. And I've also used... No, I didn't. I've also used the delightful Doily hybrid embossing folder. And this bundle will emboss, or it will emboss and cut at the same time using these dies. These dies actually fit into the grooves on the folder, and then you just close it and it will cut and emboss at the same time. Really cool. And this is the frilly part of tonight. We're making frilly doilies, and we're going to be using Cherry Cobbler, Lost Lagoon, Melon Mambo, and Memento Black ink. I brought some bling in here. I think this is what I'm going to use. I'm not positive, but I think so. So we are going to get started. Now I want to take a moment. I have people who have messaged me yesterday and today with regards to my shoulder injury. You can see I have 2 hands that are moving here, okay? It's my right shoulder. As long as my arm is resting on the table, I am good. It's when my arm is hanging down or when I have to lift my arm up. Like I can't comb my hair. I have trouble getting dressed. I have to put this arm in, the right arm in first, that type of thing. And I have people who have been messaging me asking me how I hurt my shoulder. It was a freak accident 2 weeks ago on, has it been 2 weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks ago on Sunday, I was stamping. Yes, my friends, it's a stamping injury. I have my table here, my stamp table here, and I reached behind me to pick up my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and to bring it over to the table. And I sit on a chair that swivels. But I reached across like this to pick it up and then to bring it back over and around to the table. And when I did, something popped in my shoulder and I dropped the machine and screamed and hurt my shoulder. So something in that movement did it. So I'm still waiting for an MRI, but life goes on. So I've done a lot of prep work here tonight so that I don't have a whole lot that I have to physically do other than put the cards together. But I wanted to make sure I got a video for you this week because I missed last week. Okay, enough of all that. Hi, Kathy. Glad you could join us. All right. we are going to need a card base. For the purpose of tonight's video, I have chosen all white card bases and colored matte layers. All right, standard card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25. Now, for my matte layer, my first one, I've chosen Melon Mambo. And I hope that the camera is picking up all that gorgeous texture. I embossed that with the delightful Doily die. And we are going to simply, yeah, I figured that was going to happen. So I'm prepared. Maybe. There we go. We'll use the fine tip Tombow. So now we are just simply going to pop this in the middle of our card. Just like that. Next, I have a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous doily. Isn't that pretty? And I just cut that out of white cardstock. So that is going to be our next layer. So any of you who have been watching my blog know, I hope you've seen the videos that I posted today on the new online exclusives that's going to be coming the 1st of March. You have got to see this gorgeous stuff that's coming. I've done a pre-order and that's coming in this week, so I will do an unboxing, of course, so that you'll get to see that. All right. From Oregon, Kathy, that's great. Glad you could join us. We are making some simple, but I think beautiful cards tonight. Next, I have used the Stylish Shapes dies, and I've cut a stitch circle and then the circle from the doily set, and I've stamped that with Everything Will Be Okay in the Melon Mambo. Now, if we wanted, we could pop this up with dimensionals, but I want it to be flat. And then I have a Melon Mambo bow. That I made. And I did a little double bow just so it had a little bit of substance. And roll that over a little bit because they're pretty big. Or the ribbon's pretty narrow, one of the two, right? And our second one. All right, now where's those rhinestones? Oh, I have another story to tell you. This one is just a day in the life of Shel Anderson. This morning was a normal day, got up, got ready to go to work, and off I went. It's a rainy day this morning here in Winnipeg, and I got about 3 blocks away from home, and the windshield wiper on my car flew off, hit the truck behind me, and it bounced off his bumper, and then he ran over it. So here I am on a rainy day with no windshield wiper on the driver's side. So I quickly turned right, got off the road, and went to get my windshield wiper, and it was garbage. So I thought, now what am I going to do? I can't drive across the city in the rain with no windshield wiper. So off I go. back home, and my husband takes the one off my back hatch and Mickey Mouses it together to get me to work. Heavens, heavens. Yeah, never a dull never a dull moment around here. So I had to get some new windshield wiper blades, and I decided to get them all because the one that he put from the back hatch onto the driver's side was small to start with, but on top of being small, it had a piece of rubber missing out of it as well, so it needed replaced. So, yep, that's my day. All right. Oh, there we go. I'll just set that one there so you can have a peek at that while we make our second one. This one is Lost Lagoon. And we're just going to make a bunch of cards here with different greetings just to build up my stash. Maybe I don't have quite enough adhesive on here apparently. Maybe I'm just not holding it. It's heavily embossed. There we go. Give it a minute. Oops. All right. So for this one, I just stamped a simple thank you in Lost Lagoon. And this one I'm going to put right flush again. Oh, that looks crooked to me. Least we can do with these cards is make them straight, right? And I chose this Lost Lagoon ribbon for this one. I apologize that these are simple, but I had to have something that I wasn't moving my arm off the desktop a whole lot tonight. But I'm sure that by the end you will see the value in having a stash. And I've only used this delightful doily die once, and I thought that's ridiculous because it's so pretty. I've used the embossing folder lots, but not the dies. I've only used once. This is my second time using the dies, so I thought we would give it a whirl. Isn't that pretty? So simple, but so pretty. All right, we are on to our third card already. I thought we'd do a cherry cobbler one. I love the rich, dark cherry cobbler. And we'll grab a doily. And we'll get some glue on here. All right. Look at the pop with the dark color, eh? That white really pops. All right. Now this greeting was done in cherry cobbler, and this one says faith over fear. And that's just going to be a great encouragement card. If I can get it on straight, that is. There we go. And this one, I used a retired ribbon because I didn't have anything cherry cobbler. So I went the easy route. All right, let's get those tails down. And some more of these pretty little rhinestones. There we go. 2 more, my friends. And we are going to do a pecan pie one this time. Now I just stayed with the doilies and the doily embossing folder. But seriously, you could use any embossing folder that you have, and you could make a large shape. It could be any shape at all with 2 smaller ones in it, and make a bunch of these cards just to pad your stash so that you have some cards ready. When you need them. I mean, I have a ton of cards, obviously, because I make a lot of cards. But it's always good to have some in your stash ready to go. I do a lot of mine from my stash when I don't have time. I mean, of course, I try to make cards for people for the occasion, just, you know, geared towards them. All right, just for change, I put that one on a dimensional just to show you the difference with a dimensional. That way you guys can make your own judgment as to whether or not... Oh, that was probably a bad place to put that, because that's where the bow's going to go. This time I have the pecan pie, or the pecan. How do you say it? Pecan or pecan? Hi, Darcy. Glad you could make it. I love this ribbon. It is so, so soft. And very easy to work with. All right. There is the one with a little bit of dimension. Our last card. Make sure I got it opening the right way. We've all done that trick and put a card together upside down and backwards. Oops, I'm sorry, a little bit off camera there. I got too many cards in my way. Let's move some of these. We'll take a look at the end. Here we go. Now I've got this cricket. There we go. That's better. Oh, I have an extra doily. I think these are so pretty. I remember when my grandmother was alive, she had little lace doilies everywhere. And I mean everywhere. She crocheted them out of this thread. And they're very beautiful. But not so stylish anymore, but I'm sure if I had one, I'd put it out. All right, for this one I have options. I am using the black and white ribbon on this one. So do I want to go this way with the soft sea foam, or do I want to go this way? Oh yes I do. I want to go this way, most definitely. All right, let's use a couple dimensionals on this one too. All right, last one. And then, as promised, I have two more to show you. And this one's kind of wild with double tails. Trying to make one glue dot work for both. All right, let me find another glue dot. And 1, 2. There we go. Let's switch this one up. I want to use something different. Let me find them here. If I can find them. What did I do with them? Well, somewhere here I have, there they are, I think this is the right ones. No, it is not. All right, that's okay, we'll use these ones. They're retired, but guess what? I'm going to use them anyway. These are black rhinestones from Days Gone By. Where do I want this? I think I'm going to put 5 on this card. There. Just to bring in that black. Now let's put the cover on our glue, and I'll bring in the other 2 cards and we'll have a look at them all. Okay, so this is my thank you card. I'm so thankful in soft sea foam. Then we have Faith Over Fear in Cherry Cobbler. Then we have Thank You in Lost Lagoon. Good Luck in Pecan Pie. Everything Will Be Okay in Melon Mambo. Beyond Grateful in Moody Mauve. And this is just the white ribbon that I colored with the Stampin' Blend, so I would have a ribbon that matched. And finally, I have another thank you in Sweet Sorbet with the Sweet Sorbet ribbon. And on this one, I used, what did I use on there? In Color Pearls, if you can believe that. That's what those are. So that, my friends, is our cards for tonight. And how long did it take us? Not very long, I don't think. Maybe 15 minutes to put those all together. So I've got quite a little stash there. So I encourage you guys to give it a go. Give it a try. See what you can come up with. And if you don't have the Doily dies and embossing folder, I can help you out with that. I have orders that go in every week on Tuesdays. So if you're interested, give me a shout and I'll hook you up. All right, my friends, that's it for tonight. I thank you for joining me. If you have any questions, any suggestions, you know where to find me. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.